Larry's just really inspired me to just be better every single day.
He grinds it out the same way every single day, and you can tell by his numbers that it's just habitual.
Yeah, he motivates you, and he's just a phenomenal person.
I'm a rare one, born and raised in Portland, and I was really into cars. I still am, and I thought I was gonna be a machinist, and I was really good at it because at school you could literally graduate with a certification and you were in demand in the trades. So that would have been 1987, and so I'm in a shop class the second half of the day, wearing coveralls, working on cars and all that, and I was dating this gal at a different school, and she's like, man, Larry, I really like you, but why do you always smell like motor oil? And I go, ooh. I'm looking at my nails with grease and I'm like, I better go to college, right? Because I'm not gonna, is this it for the rest of my life? And so community college the first year, and then 4 years at Portland State University, but I lived in my parents' basement, worked at Fred Meyer. So I know how to work and I know how to structure and manage my time. It was two of my buddies that were already in lending, they're a year older than me that I grew up with. And they're like, God, you'd be really good at this, you're social. They got me interviews and I end up diving in with a company called Norris Financial back in 1992, and that's how I got into lending, or two of my good buddies. Let me prep them. Okay. All right, we're coming. Okay. So this is Mindy Hay.
Hey y'all.
She's been with us from the get-go. Yeah, and then even before that,
Yeah,
Caliber.
we've known each other for almost 10 years
Yeah,
now.
and she's a President's Club.
Trying to catch up with this guy.
Yeah.
Larry actually has really pushed me, and it's been an awesome journey. I'm doing my communication
Love
tracker
it.
now.
And this is Sammy.
Hi.
She's got, look at her, she has like the best office.
I do have a pretty great office.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I'm the sunshine.
She is the sunshine, yeah.
I bring it. Came to Caliber a lot because of this guy, actually. Met with him and I really loved his detail-oriented style. He cares a ton, and he is really, really all about the simple things.
About the one and only Larry Weischer, my buddy.
No, the one and only Trina, hang on.
He's the best.
We go back,
Almost 20 years.
yeah, because our kids are best buddies from grade school.
Kindergarten. I honestly came here because of Larry, and I worked at Wells 22 years probably, and then that was like 15 years ago, and I've only made 2 really big moves, and they've both been because Larry's there. It's a culture, and the thing, having been in the business, 27 years too, I really respect the people I work for. It's not just the company, it's the vibe, it's the culture, and I have found that here they don't steer away from that. And it doesn't matter how much you produce, there's a lot of great producers, but if you cannot be a good person and treat people with respect and help each other and lift each other, there's no competition here. Like, everybody wants everybody to do well, and Larry leads it.
Like I said, Larry has really pushed me to just be better. And, it gets hard sometimes when you're down and maybe the leads aren't coming in, you're not as busy as you need to be. But this guy is the Energizer Bunny. It's just been really encouraging to see. And so I know when I'm down, I can always come to Larry. And he's like, well, girl, you just got to do this. And I respect him and look up to him so much. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it.
We talked about this earlier. I do not like working from home. We have actually really good attendance here.
We have a lot,
Yeah.
and I find people that don't go into an office at all. And we may not even talk very much during the day. It's just having somebody there and seeing people work.
Yep. Well, just over 3 years ago is when we made the decision to come to Union Home Mortgage. It was really due to our regional manager, Matt Roberts. He's the one that put Union Home on the map. It wasn't even in our conversation because we're out here on the West Coast. We looked at a lot of local independent mortgage companies. We knew we didn't want to go to credit unions, banks, or anything like that. Portland is basically, and I'll say the Northwest is really untapped for UHM.
We were a little concerned that they didn't know the West Coast. They didn't have the jumbo products that we needed out here and a few things, but over the last 3 years, they've certainly added it. The new Platinum program has been fantastic.
So for us out here, our competition is mainly banks, but I will tell you, we stack up that Platinum product on the jumbo loan. It competes every time. I've been using the Platinum product for primarily jumbo investment and second home pricing.
I think Larry I don't know what he did, 15 loans in December, maybe a few more than that. And a lot of them were the Platinum program, that it just fits out here. The opportunity grows for this region. Corporate certainly listens to us and they bring on product as we need it.
We had some non-negotiables looking at companies. We didn't want it to be owned by a private equity firm unless we got shares in the companies. And we really wanted to have an active and present leader owner or owners. And so it's still surprising that Union Home is owned by one individual. Finally got to meet Bill, orientation, and then also at our first GBSB. And no, he just salted the earth. And I love that he wears a really nice suit with New Balance tennis shoes. And I go, that's my kind of guy. So the time that I really got to spend with him on President's Club, I've never worked for a company where the owner is that generous. We have one obligation when we're there, and that's family dinner. And I love that he calls it family dinner because I still do it with my kids when they're in town. It's hard to find a company like this with a leader at his level. And we're pushing to get in that top 25. That is still active within an organization, you know. I lost my wife September 2022, and then we came over to Union Home that January. So just not really, like you check out of almost everything in life when you lose, and it was extremely difficult, you know, just on myself and even my children. We kind of go down this path, and then Bill found out, and then he reached out to me, which was very nice of him to do that. He didn't have to. Work is work, but also it really helped me get through it because it allowed me to put my head down and just stay distracted until I could, you know, kind of get to a place of peace, right? Because it was not planned. And so, but, you know, we've been blessed to have her all these years. The children are, I call them children, but they're adults, you know, they're adults, but we've all helped each other. We've never really had to lean on family that hard like we did, but, you know, God had different plans for her and them, you know. We'll be there soon, someday, you know.
Yeah, it's a tough subject because my wife and I were close to Kelly and Larry, and we're with them those final days. Larry is a resilient person. He's got great support with his daughter and his son. Larry is Mr. Social. He networks. We could be at an event. We were at one the other night with the whole entire office, and of course he knows somebody there at a place out in the community here that he's closed a loan for, and he always goes up and hugs them, how you doing? So he's just so well connected and he's so approachable, and that's part of his qualities of being successful.
We're on our way to my food cart pod. It's called Cathedral Park Food Carts. It's located in a small little community in the city of Portland called St. John's, kind of historic little town. They've got the St. John's Bridge. It is my favorite bridge. It's a suspension bridge. But the food cart pod is pretty cool. So I have room to lease to 6 food cart owners. I simply just lease to them. They don't share their profits or anything with me. And I control the cuisines because I don't want duplicate cuisines, meaning I don't want 2 Mexican food carts or 2, you know, Asian, right? So I want that diversity. And so I have 3 there now. And then I own the beverage cart, and it's called the Wishbone Well.
It's always good to see, you know, him do what he likes to do, build something like this. He's always talked about having his own bar and stuff, and obviously we're sitting right here at the Wishbone Well, which is his pride and joy now, maybe more than me and Brooke, but.
All right, well, hey, just want to welcome you to the food cart pod. It's Cathedral Park Food Carts. I took the name after Cathedral Park, which is the park underneath the St. John's Bridge, which is historic. Currently, we've got 3 carts. Best Mexican in the city. Best Mexican in the city. This is the best sushi in the city right here. Best sushi in the city, right?
Right on, man.
Yeah. The best Mediterranean in the city right here. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. And then this is our beverage cart. We have 9 taps of beer. And we run some specials. We also do NAs and mocktails and so forth.
This place is a great example of like him trying something new, and like when you think about it at the core, it's like him wanting to connect people, him wanting to bring people together. And so I feel like that's kind of like his superpower and something that he's been like very critical in with our family and just like keeping us connected.
All right, how we doing?
Okay.
Good. Can we do 1 burrito bowl with chicken, please? You can do assortment too.
We do 1 carne asada, 1 barbacoa, and then 1 chicken, please.
The food scene in Portland's always been insane, and now it's a food cart scene where they're able to take a concept to reality, and then they have success with it, and eventually some will go in and open a brick and mortar, or others will actually just continue to expand their food cart enterprise. So little gap between my kids. So my daughter Brooklyn, she's 32. She just got married in July. Her husband's Casey, lovely, lovely man. Blessed to have him.
He was very involved. Our father-daughter dance. Michael Jackson, I don't know if he's mentioned that at all. He can show you his moonwalk.
And then my son is 24, so his name's Cade. But fun little fact, he was a standout football player in high school, and then he actually walked on to Oregon football. But just a dream come true for the kid, I'm his biggest fan because I loved watching that kid play. But as his parent, I value his health more, and I'm just glad that he's retired from it,
But I learned everything that I do now from him. He coached me in all my sports growing up. He's been a really good role model for me at the end of the day.
He likes to always be moving. He likes, honestly, all goes back to connection. Like, he likes to be doing stuff. He likes to be socializing with people, learning about them, things like that. So, it's definitely the norm of our family. Everything we do is based around an activity, around a dinner, around cooking together, around, he really likes that, activity aspect and staying busy.
Back in the day, every Sunday we would do family dinners together, get the entire family together, sit down, have our fellowship together. That was a big part of us growing up, especially when we had Brooke and me in the house at the same time.
Family time for us is super important, and I think when you mention food, Sunday dinners growing up were always a ritual for us, and it's definitely something I've taken into my life. I love to cook, and I think I drew that from those Sunday nights, and so it's like a really nice shared experience. We are very close, and I think that is sort of the engine of what keeps us close-knit.
We grew up golfing together at the country club, and I'm very grateful for that because now I can play with my friends, and I'm a little bit better than them, maybe a little bit better than him.
Zeb, you're not going to run down the hill like that? So why I chose this course, Oregon Golf Club, is because, it was 2003. 2 really good friends belonged up here, and I wasn't even much of a golfer, but they persuaded me, and I'm glad they did. And then pretty soon I really started finding the love for the game. It's my therapy. So I usually golf a lot after work, and so I can come up here. It's 15 minutes from the office. It's easy. I can just come hit balls, put my AirPods in. And plus, look at it. There's nothing else like it in the state. These views never get old. It's picturesque, right? I can be up here for 45 minutes or an hour. But when you actually play with your buddies and you bring guests, the guests are always like, oh my gosh, especially on a day like today. Tuesday, I have a realtor coming back up here. And that's the relationship building piece of it, as we know. It takes the kind of the business side out of it. Now we cross over into the personal side. And when you can, bridge that gap, it changes the relationship altogether, right? So yeah, I host a lot up here. You gotta hear the sound. Oh yeah. Both my kids grew up hanging out here. It has a full pool, everything, so that my daughter enjoyed that a little bit more than the golf when she's younger. But my son, he started in the junior program when he's 5 years old, and he's a really good golfer now. So he might have mentioned that he can beat me now. And I'm happy he can. I don't want to say I kind of fell into this industry, but I'm just cut for it. It's perfect for me. I still love helping borrowers solve problems through home loans, and then helping buyers get into homes. Especially the first time buyers, those are the most rewarding. I count my blessings every day. I'm at a point in my career where I'm just kind of in that kind of give mode. And Portland's the city I haven't and I won't give up on.